Yo, what's good, traders? This is Jay Davari bringing y'all a new video upload this week. Basically, in this video, I'm just gonna do a quick little tutorial of what I think is the next best prop firm that's gonna be, pretty popular in like the next couple months. Yeah, I'm gonna do a quick review of this prop firm that I've been trading with for a couple months now. I actually got a payout with these guys last week for $2,500. You guys can go check out that video right there. I show proof and everything of the sort. We're just gonna go ahead and, well, before we get into the video, I do ask that you guys please do subscribe to the channel, like the video, and feel free to comment down below what you guys thoughts is on the prop firm that I'm about to review right here, and also to share if you've actually been trading with them for a while or if you got any payouts. I'm all for it. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and hop into it. This is what I think is gonna be the next best popular prop firm in the next coming months, especially with some of the rule changes and some of the other things they're gonna be implementing into basically their business model, and their company. That being said, the firm is called EliteTraderFunding.com, or ETF. As you can see right here, that's their logo. And so, like I said earlier, I've been trading with them for about 2 months now, and I actually got funded with them 2 months ago on a 100K fast track account. Um, you guys see right here, it says you can keep 100% of the profits that you earn. That's actually one of the rule changes that they just implemented. I want to say a couple weeks ago, and I'll show you guys in the announcement tab right here. But before we do that, we're just gonna go ahead and get into these evaluations. Right. This is something new that they just started right here, the DTF, direct to funded. Right. So you can basically skip the evaluation fee. So, the monthly fee, and just pay a one-time fee to just immediately start trading these accounts right here. Right. Now, me personally, these really wouldn't be my go-tos because of the fact of, like, you can only trade with five minis or five micros. I think the micros should be increased because, given the fact of, like, the micros, basically their contracts are valued differently, basically divided by 10, right? So let's say you're trading the Nasdaq or NQ, right? $20 per tick for a mini contract, versus the micros, the $20 goes to $2, right? Um, you know, I kind of feel like they should increase the micros a little bit, especially given the fact of, like, this is um direct to funded, and they're already like less leverage anyway. So that's my only gripe about that. But if you guys just wanted to get some direct to funding, I think these are pretty cheap compared to other prop firms out there, that do offer instant funding, because instant funding for futures prop firms is sort of a new thing, right? But if you guys want to try this out, go right ahead. Me personally, I might not consider these, um, unless I just want to get some instant funding, of the sort. Um, then they have the one-step evaluations. And also right now they're doing a sale also. The sale ends Friday. So if you guys want to hop on it, I'm gonna have a referral code in my description. So you guys can take advantage of it. But this is actually the one I did right here. The one-step evaluation. It wasn't a static account. It was the one-step evaluation, right? And I actually caught it on sale like this right here, right? They got a 50K, 100K, and a 150. The 250 and the 300K evals, these are actually new. These are some new accounts that they came out with, I want to say, like last month, when they updated their site. And, that's also one of the reasons why I think they're going to be pretty popular like the next couple months, because they're continuously updating their business and offering new services, to us traders. Um, right now they're on sale for $57. The 100K, this is the one I did, $71. The 150, 103, 180 for the 250, and 229 for the 300K. If you can pass these, evaluations within the first month, you don't have to worry about paying the uh the monthly subscription fee that most prop firms do in this business model, right? Because also too, you only need, for every account, you only need 5 active trading days. So if you end up passing the account in one day, just gotta You just gotta trade it for another 4, and you know you're good to go. They also have like a 1 day to pass feature that you can also add to the cost of doing your evaluation. I think it was like either $20 or $30 or so at the checkout. So you know, if that's something you guys want to do, if you want to just pass the account really quick and go ahead and get the funding, you know, there you go. But as you guys can see, you got the max drawdown, profit targets. I think these are pretty fair. Well, actually, I don't know about 20,000 for 300K, especially with a $7,500 drawdown. But hey, probably something like this is a bit more reasonable in my opinion. And 50K is only a $2,000 max drawdown. However, you get a $3,000 profit target. So, and also they're pretty generous on the mini contracts you can trade. So 14 maximum positions. If you use micros, it's 140. I personally trade the micros because it's easy. I tend to have bigger, larger stop losses with most of my trades and my trading style. So I tend to have larger stops. So I go trade the micro contracts, right? So, and one thing I am considering on my funded account that I have with them is once I build a big enough buffer, then going into the mini contracts. However, trading micros, you can still make some good money trading micros, right? So then we have the static drawdown evaluations. The static drawdown evaluations basically just say whatever the drawdown is, the max drawdown, it's gonna stay that, right? So if the drawdown is $1,000, that's just what it's gonna be. It's not gonna move from where it at. So for 25K, the drawdown is going to stay. If you go past $24,000, so if you go past $1,000 in losses, that's just it. If say you get funded with this 25K and you go up 5K, so you're at 30,000, right? Your drawdown is still at the $24,000, right? So it's not going to move. Then they have the 50K eval, so you know, here you guys go. One mini for a 10K account. For anybody who may be a little strapped for cash, I guess, or you know, $34 or basically $35 every month. You know, that's an account you guys want to go for, by all means. Then we have the fast track. So the fast track evaluations, you're gonna see that these are cheaper, and these are actually 2 accounts that I'm actually doing right now. I have one left. I did a 100K and a 250K, trying to add some extra funding to on top of like what I'm already funded with on their elite account, but I ended up failing this one right here because this week was just FOMC week was just it was a tough one. I'll just say that much. You know, we had the quote unquote war going on in Iran and Israel, and you know, President Trump, he's kind of put out there that the U.S. is going to get involved to some degree. So a lot of investors kind of been sitting, I'll just say the market's just been really choppy this week. You know, there's a lot of consolidation going on this week. Wasn't really any big moves going on this week. But like I said, it is what it is. But the reason why these accounts right here are so cheap, and one, because they have a sale going on, and also two, because there's no monthly renewal for these accounts. You basically only have 14 trading days to basically pass the evaluation. So you have to pass the evaluation, or you have to reach the $6,000 profit target on this 100K account in 14 calendar days. And I think they include Saturdays, which I don't understand why, because you can't trade on Saturdays unless you trade crypto futures. You know, I don't know anybody who trades crypto futures personally. I know I don't, but yeah. So on top of that, when you do pass, you also have to pass this within 5 trading days. Like I said, 5 trading days. They consider a trading day where you open and close a position in one day. That counts as one trading day, right? You have to open a position and close a position, right, for it to count. So if you trade one day but then don't trade the next, the second day doesn't count towards that. You have to be 5 active trading days. So once you pass the account with 5 active trading days, the first month of the account is free. So the first month of the elite account is free, right? So you won't have to pay the $80. They have basically an $80 activation fee. It's a monthly fee, or you have the option to pay a one-time fee. I think it's like about $200. I think it's like $200 for the one-time fee to basically just keep the account forever and not have to worry about a monthly subscription. Um, so if you end up getting your first payout within the first month of the account during the free time that you have the account, you can just use your payout and just basically just pay that fee, that one-time fee up front, and you're good to go from that point. You got to worry about a $80 subscription, right? They also have end of day trailing drawdown. I'll be honest, I don't use these accounts because I personally don't want a daily loss limit, and I also don't want a max drawdown. I integrate my accounts with TradeAvate and with TradingView, so I can go in TradeAvate and actually set those limits myself already. So I kind of don't see the purpose in utilizing these accounts. But if it's something that you guys want to take advantage of, it's right here. And then also too, this is how I actually discovered the firm right here. They have swing trading accounts. So the diamond hands right here, evaluation. You can hold trades overnight and through the weekends. So because I'm personally a swing trader, or I like to hold my positions. I kind of had to adapt, especially with trading these accounts right here. You have to close your positions before the market closes every day. So this is actually how I discovered them. I was looking for any futures prop firms, which isn't many, that offer swing trading accounts, and it's not many. This is one of the only few ones that I know that offer swing trading accounts. So if you're a swing trader, definitely give these guys a look. Maximum positions, 2 minis or 20 micros, right? So that's perfect. Profit target of $5,000, so only 5% on 100K. Your max drawdown is 3.5%, and then they also have a daily loss limit. Like I said, I'm not really a fan of daily loss limits, but if it's something that you guys want to go through it, go right ahead, right? But I want to bring up these announcements right here, and this is the one. Which one is it? Confidential, right? So right here, the CEO, he went to Twitter or X and basically made a thread asking what their customers want from the platform, and basically since a couple weeks ago, they have just lifted certain restrictions. So yeah, HFT restrictions. They basically got rid of a lot of restrictions with the accounts. So certain strategies like the martingale, like you weren't allowed to do martingales and all that. So they removed that. Now you can activate 5 fast track accounts from 3. The ones with the free activation. That's basically the ones right here that I told you guys about that you get for free if you pass them within 14 calendar days, right? With 5 active trading days. So now you can go from 3 to 5 of those. If you do 5 100K accounts, that's basically $100 right there for paying for those accounts. And if you do pass them all, you get 500K in funding, just like that. But yep. And then also too, this is also something right here. Basically, all existing and new Elite Sim funded accounts, I'm also inside of that, will benefit from needing only 8 active trading days instead of 10 for the first payout cycle. So after the first payout cycle, you basically have to have 10 profitable trading days, right? You have to at least make $200 in a day. They have $200 a day requirement, and also too, you have to trade basically your highest days P&L can't exceed 23% of in a trading day. So if you make, so in my case, one of my biggest trading days of my elite funded account was $2,500, right? So 23% of that is about $500. It's like a little over $500. I think it's like 525 last time I did the calculation on my calculator. But so basically now, since my highest P&L day was $2,500 in a day, basically every day I trade now, on the way to meeting the 10 active trading days requirement, I have to make at least $500, right? And that's pretty easy, right? That's not something that's hard at all. But it is something that I would do differently going forward, because I was kind of just like going for like those big bangers, and then not realizing that, like, wait a minute, I'm kind of putting myself in a hole here, kind of, because now I have to I'm putting pressure on myself to make more and more money, right? So, yeah. So that's something that I will highlight. You need, like I said, you need 10 active trading days, but for the first For the first payout, they reduced it down to 8. So now you only need 8. This doesn't apply to me anymore because I already got my first payout last week. Like I said, I have a video based on that. But so the first payout is about $2,500. The next payout that I'll be able to take if I have, as long as I meet my buffer requirements. They also have the buffer requirements. So you need to build a buffer to at least, so say for example, 100K, right? You need to build a buffer of the drawdown, and the drawdown is $3,000. So you need to have $3,100 in your account, and that's your buffer, and you can't withdraw anything past that. So if I want to say the next payout cycle is like a maximum of $5,000. If I want to take a $5,000 payout, then my account needs to be at 108, 108,100 dollars if I want to take a $5,000 payout, right? Because you have to keep that buffer in there and that's what most futures prop firms accounts do. But yeah, there's a lot of different rule changes that they're putting in. I'm kind of excited for this, and this is why I think they're kind of going to be pretty popular in like the next couple months. Especially now, you can keep 100% of the elite profits from the funded accounts. It used to be they used to have that at you could keep 100% of 12,500 in payouts, right? But now they lifted that. However, they did say if you do switch to live, they're gonna do an 80-20 split instead of the 90-10 that they used to do, because they used to give you 100% of in the sim funded. They used to not give you 100% in the sim funded past 12,500. So that payouts will also be approved on a daily basis and will no longer take days. When I requested my payout from Rise, I got it pretty quickly in the same day after I requested it. It took like an hour or two because I had to go through the verifications and everything of the sort. There's some things that they're considering, which I hope they do. The one that really stands out to me is number 3: 5 active trading days to a payout for the elite sim funded accounts. If they do that, I think they're gonna take off in popularity. It's something that I hope they do. I'm probably gonna try to look and see if I can go somewhere and be like, hey, yo, listen, y'all, please do that 5 active trading days for the sim funded, because that's a game changer. Because Apex does it. I'm gonna say Top Step does it. The 5 active trading days is like, if they do that, I think their customer base will skyrocket from what it is now. And yeah, that's basically the one right there. Also, too, they're also considering providing a refundable fee after you pass. So the price of the evaluation once you pass and activate your elite sim funded account. So that would be nice to get a refund for the get the money back that you put in on top of your payout, right? They're also considering doing same-day payouts for a special type of elite sim funded account. I'm interested to see about that. And also, too, they're thinking about doing a tiered system for affiliates with a chance to receive up to 25% of commission. So, if you want to be a good affiliate, there you go. I wouldn't mind tapping into this too. It's like, hey, I'm here to make the money. You know what I'm saying? If I can do that while helping y'all at the same time, I'm cool with that. It's a win-win situation for all of us. So, and then a couple things too, their website, I'll admit, compared to like other futures firms, it's not really the best. Their account metrics aren't really the best either, and that's something that they said that like they want to do with a modern trader dashboard with intraday metrics. I think that would be amazing, right? If they can, if we're implementing some of these changes right here, like I said, their customer base can skyrocket, and then they can make more revenue, and then they can do what they do to invest that money into updating their site and everything, and providing a better interface for traders, and actually, looking like an Apex and looking like a Top Step, So there we go. That's really it for this video right here. Like I said, this is Elite Trader Funding. If you guys want to check them out, go right ahead. Feel free. Just know they do pay you out. Because like I said, I've gotten a payout, and I've done a video. I did a video last week showing my first payout. It was $2,500 from the account that I have. So feel free to go check that out. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have it like somewhere up here, but you guys can go and click it and go watch it. So with that being said, y'all, I really think this prop firm is gonna take off in like the next couple months. And when it do, I'll be glad to say that, like, hey, I've been trading with them, I've been on them, now I'm gonna put y'all on, type deal. So Yeah. But with that being said, this is y'all boy Jay Davari, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one, man. Peace out.